Hi guys, welcome. My name is Nitin and I am Senior Manager Operations at RICS School of Built Environment. And today we are talking about a concept that we always look for guidance and information when we are at a very important stage of our life. Probably in class 10th when we are selecting certain subjects which will define our career. Probably when we are into graduation or undergraduate, post graduation, trying to identify or select our specialization, or probably when we are a graduate and in a job, trying to identify which particular skill set to choose from and how to grow up in the ladder. So these are the key areas wherein we are looking for guidance and opportunity, the best guidance and opportunity, so that we could frame our career well. But unfortunately, we do not get enough people or guidance or mentors to be able to coach us or guide us in that particular direction. So we are trying to give you that kind of platform and opportunity through our alumni platform. And today we have with us a special guest, Mr. Nitin Soni. So it's a Nitin calling Nitin arrangement. So Nitin is alumni of RICS SBE. He graduated in the field of MBA in construction project management, and currently he's working as a senior sales head, senior business executive at Capricorn Technologies. Welcome, Nitin.
Hi, sir. Nice to connect you again. So it is nice, like whenever I always connect with you, it is like making more and more connections and more networking. So it is, I'm happy to be connected with the road team again.
Sure, we are also glad to have you with us. So, Nitin, before we start, could you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes, sir, sure. Talking about myself, my name is Nitin Soni. So I have graduated in the year of 2019 in MBA CPM. So like in my past journey, I have done my diploma, my BTech, as well as an MBA, and currently working as an senior business executive in Capricorn Technologies with 4 years of experience in various sectors, sales as well as in construction sector. Yes,
Sure,
sir.
and I understand that you are a civil engineer, right?
Yes, sir. I'm a civil engineer.
All right. So being a civil engineer, and you said that you're in a sales profile. So I really want to check and understand with you why sales, and probably what motivated you to be in the sales, and how did you landed in this sales profile? Because not much of people really sought for go for the sales setup.
Yes, sir. Definitely, you are right that not many people goes into the sales profile. But to be exact, precise, it is not actually a sales kind of sales team. It is actually a technical thing that we provide expertise to, like in the form of sales. We provide the technical expertise. We deal with the technicalities in the construction sector, and we give them and knowledge transfer, like knowledge which is missing in the normal sales guy. So currently I'm into the BIM sector. So what I was thinking is doing something which is different from others, not into going into the field or not going into the planning department or something going different than some other people. So I've
Mhm.
chosen to be going into the construction technical sales. So I am related to my field as well as I am relating my passion into it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So again, listening to you, that you are able to use your technical skills as well while you are into the sales. So, if I may ask you, while you landed up in this place, what are the key areas of learning opportunities or career pathways that you have identified while being in the sales profile, or so as to say, why should I be looking at sales and not other profiles which are more common or more being sought of?
Definitely, sir. Before MBA only, like I don't have any paths to go. Like I was just seeking for a path. So after BTech, I have taken a break of 1 year, and I have just like I have given a thought of like what to do in my career. So after BTech, I was been like thinking and thinking, overthinking that which path do you choose. So after getting into MBA construction project management, I have came to know that we as a civil engineer think only of field only. Like we will go to the site and we'll build up the structures and all. But we don't think that what are the things which are on the background. Like planning is there, so much of planning is there, execution is there, so many of the things are there which are done on the background part, and then the actual execution is been done. So, if we think that the only the execution is the main final form, that is not actually the scenario for now. We have QS, we have contracts, we have planning departments, we have arbitrations, we have business development. So I was good into relationship management. I was good into like connecting with people, making them friends, and making the work multiple works at the same time. So it has made me confident about myself that I can be more productive in this line. So in spite of going into the construction field, only core construction field, I have gone to a field called business development. So I collaborate with the companies, organizations, and help them in like making the business more expand, making them connections in the market, and that's all.
Okay, so it's a kind of, multiple, probably a plethora of things that you have been exposed to, and it is not just sales or the technical. You have opportunity to get into, a lot of things. Probably, it's a B2B model that you are in.
Correct, sir. At the time of MBA, I was just like many of the sales companies were coming up, but I was not well aware of that what kind of sales it is. So I was always thinking that a sales is like like pursuing people, telling them lies, and we are just into the like we have to just lie always, and we have to pursue much, but
Mhm.
not in that scenario. But now we have to be technical. We have to make our clients understand that what our company and organization has to provide to them. So what value adds we are giving to them is the main thing. If we are going to explain them what are the value adds which we can give to them, so we are benefiting the company, and we are actually showing our expertise into the field.
Okay, and can you help us understand, what are the products and services that you offer on that, in the part of the sales that you deal with?
Yes, talking about my current organization, that is Capricorn Technologies, we actually deal with the BIM services, licensing and training. If in case like a person wanted to have some training into the BIM stream, not only
Mhm.
like the normal, but we go for the professional ones. Like we can expose our client's name, but we can say that most of the organization which are actually in the BIM sector currently working in
Mhm.
India are being associated with us. So whosoever wanted to connect with us, there is a single point of contact. Like we actually have some different kind of programs in which like
Mhm.
we help them to adapt the technology in the construction sector. So we go for the like technical demonstrations. We go for the like helping them in making the implementation of BIM into their site. So that is
Got
the
it.
main thing. We go on the field and help them on the point zero level.
Understand that. So again, it's a service area, probably, BIM, which is working as a software as service for the clients who would want to establish their service lines in this kind of technical field, and you guys are helping them, bridging the gap from, non-technical to a technical domain, and getting them
Mhm.
onboarded, supporting them with the services that you offer. So, well, good to know that part. And while we are talking about this, there is a question from skitty_17. The question says, how are you able to sustain in sales profile during such a market breakdown in real estate terms? So I understand the person is coming from a mindset that we are probably, that the person is into the sales of probably, household units, or probably a residential commercial space, in which the person has a target, defined target to meet, and the market is not really open for any kind of
Hmm.
transactions. So do you think you can take that question?
Yes, sir, definitely. Like talking about the real estate market, it was worstly hit. So, like people have like lost their interest in investing in the properties, but in the near future, they are coming up. Now the like process of building up the real estate market has been on the boom. Like many of the infrastructure projects have been coming up in the market. So along the infrastructure projects, there are many of the locations which can be a golden point, like where investment can be done. So we can just target upon them, and like as a sales guy, we should like properly understand that what are our benefits, like what we are competitively adding to customer. So understanding our product first and understanding the competitors is the main role. If we are not able to understand our competitors and we are just pitching out our product only, we will not be successful.
Mhm.
So understanding the market first is the main thing. So
Right.
we have to do the market surveys, that what kind of products are our competitors or in our area they are selling out. What are the things they are giving us extra, and work upon that path, and provide them extra effort to help your clients to better understand about your product. Main thing is online marketing. If you are excel in online marketing, you can just well reverse with the like you can have a better approach on the market. LinkedIn is a very good source for you to get connected with the like uh, all other like social media platforms are actually into the like entertainment purpose, but LinkedIn is for serious sales. You can go for the sales navigator. You can use the
Mhm.
owl app. Owl app gives you an advantage over like you owler sorry actually Owler gives you an advantage. You can look into the company's profile for which you are going. I'm talking about the B2B sales.
Mhm.
So you can just go to the company's profile, and you can have a look upon who are the point of contact over there, who are the what are the deals they have previously done, what is the turnover. Main is like we segregate the company into different criterias, as my manager has told me about. Like we have a 10 criteria level in which we like rate the company for which we are approaching it. We have to see, we don't approach the organization blindly. We have to see his
Mhm.
potential first. Potential is
Right.
the main thing. Yes.
So essentially, you have to, it is, not just sales and, probably dialing a number and checking with the person, be it a B2B or a B2C, to be able to, that if he's interested in your product, it is, a hell lot of things. Probably you would need to do some sort of market research on the product, the needs of the customer mindset, the psychology of the person. Then you try and approach, and basis the understanding that you may have built about the client, so that person would be your client, in this case a probable client. And there is a lot of work in terms of knowing your product to be able to sell it, the technical details of the product, and a lot of homework that you may need to do before getting into this kind of thing. So that needs a lot of working and reworking on your thing to be able to make a sales. So essentially, to add on to what you have said, I would actually say that given the breakdown and all these ups and downs which may come in a situation, it may also bring in the opportunities along with probably a threat. So in the breakdown or the lockdown which has happened in the last year, there has been a growth, or probably the customer is able to identify, and I'm especially talking about the housing or the residential purpose perspective. People have identified that they need a space to be able to use it in a form of work from home or office space, which is a kind of additional room for their work. You can either try and convert your storeroom to your workroom, or probably have another room for which you may need a bigger space, more square feet to be added to your area. And that's a kind of opportunity wherein all the developers and people are targeting, and are able to sell the spaces. And I'm aware of that there have been quite a good number of sales which has happened in Mumbai during the lockdown. But said that, there is another huge dip which has come in the sales. Nevertheless, it is expected to go up in the coming coming time, and things would improve for sure. There was another question. I'll just try and read that out. It was similar to what uh, this person has asked, I think. Yeah. So it says, how you scale this sales management sector with core construction sector in terms of sustained growth opportunities and scope comparatively. That's a tricky one. Let me reread it. It says, how you scale this sales management sector with core construction sector. So again, whatever you're constructing, if you are able to
Got
scale it in terms of sustained growth opportunities and scope comparatively. So as much as inventory you are able to, create, and you have a market to be able to sell it, you have a lot of, the scope is never ending until you have that inventory, and both again,
it.
you are able to create a demand and supply for that. So do you want to add to it?
Yes, sir. Adding to it, we have an added advantage of using technology into real estate sector. So there are latest technologies which can give a comfort zone to a client which is sitting at a home and exploring out the homes. Now, around a study was there, like 82% of the clients first see the plots online and search it on spaces, and then they came across that they go on the site and explore the field. But the 82% of the searching is been done online. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to be active on online platforms. We have to explore more and use the technologies like drone data. So point scan data. Point scan data is you can just scan out your whole entire villa and present it in the VR format. So people who are sitting on the normal laptop screen can have an look over the, like, how can they can exactly walk into a room. They can visualize that what kind of interiors they can change. Even there is a technology which you can customize your home while sitting at while sitting at your office or at your sofa lounge. You can
Mm-hmm.
just get out your apply the paints. You can apply buy the furniture. Even there is a technology in which you can customize your home. Empty spaces there, but with alliance of furniture brands I'll take some few names, IKEA, suppose IKEA or some other brands are there. So
Mm-hmm.
we can collaborate with them, and we can just add out their elements. We If we wanted to add a fridge, or if we wanted to add a bed into the 3D environment, we can just drag and drop from the IKEA store that we place this bed, and we can visualize that this bed looks good. So we can just order on that same platform only. So one platform can give you an overall interior designing kind of thing. You don't need to be a technical one, but you can
Mm-hmm.
just compare and relate all other information, including the price.
Agree, and that's a wonderful thing that you have brought up. It is, in addition to the technical knowledge, be it architecture or civil engineering, doing your MBA, it is not just limited to that. You need to be uh, probably social media savvy. You need to be digital savvy, and you need to have a lot more competencies in terms of soft skills, behavioral skills, and technical skills to be able to do well. And the virtual reality and other digital elements which are coming into play are really helping us out in terms of giving us or probably giving the customer all the tools and systems that he could actually use and work their houses in a professional way and form. And meanwhile, we also have another question from Mohit. It says, how are you able to sustain in sales profile during such a market breakdown in real estate terms?
So actually, I'm not into particular real estate. I'm into the technology-driven market. So
Mm-hmm.
my product is actually cloud-based storage system, BIM 360. It is a
Mm-hmm.
BIM-based software or a technology, you can say. It is not a software, it is a technology. So in which you can just store your construction data into the cloud so that it is not lost anywhere. So if in case you have some data, construction drawings are there, you can view your drawings into 3D on your mobile phone only. You don't need to carry any laptop or heavy device. So it
Mm-hmm.
has bring a revolution in the market that such an easy approach is available in the market, which can ease our work, and we can just take out the quantities from our mobile only. We don't need any laptop or we don't need any system. So
Right.
it brings an ease to the market. So that was our selling point. So it has bring the revolution in the market. Now each and every person wanted to get on the cloud. Each and every company wanted to store their data on the cloud, so that if in case of any emergency, they don't have to search on the drives, and no data has been lost.
Right.
So
So that's a additional advantage that technology has given for this particular sector to be able to help people to sell their products and consumer to be able to choose the right product.
yes, sir.
Sure. And there is another question from Omi Bhosle, and I see that the audience is participating, which is very good. So the question says, how are the growth prospects in marketing and sales profiles?
Hmm.
So I think he's probably a student or a person who is looking for prospects and opportunities. So that's something which is more relevant, and you would want to address it probably with your experience. How did it work for you, and what are the growth prospects in marketing and sales?
I'll give you a brief about like why I choose my sales career. Like to be frank, to be truthful, like I choose the sales career just because of the incentive part. So we have an fixed salary which is coming up in the account every month. But in spite of that, if we work dedicatedly, if we working with our full strength, we can earn more than what we are carrying on the salary. It is a top
Hmm.
up to us. So like it is a driving force to us. Like it has no limits, like how much you can earn. So how much you put your efforts into, you will be getting more income. So that is the main thing. Even some perks and benefits are there being into the sales and marketing job. Like you may get into a field, and you may like get some you meet the clients, so your network become more vaster. You use
Hmm.
like interact with many people in the market. You understand the market very well. You are into technical field also and sales field also. Even if you wanted to get into your own business after certain time, after like everyone wanted to get into his business after 60s or 70s or maybe earlier also. So
Hmm.
at that moment you will be having a firm base over the market, and you know how to interact with people, how to launch your product, how to communicate to your product into the market. So know how the market works. That is the main thing which drives me into the sales sector.
Rightly brought out. Actually, it is not just the job that you are doing. It's an on-job learning that you're getting in terms of creating your own network, creating the knowledge base, the real life experience. And if you are an entrepreneur mindset, you have everything what you need. If you are into sales, probably few years, if you are in the sales, you really understand the market well, and you'll be able to see what works well, so as to start from where things would work in your favor instead of failing again and again with your venture. Well, good to know about all these details. When you look at a sales profile, I think it would have given a very good and better perspective to our audience and the students of SB. Any final words that you would like to say to people who are studying or who might be looking at career in the field of real estate and construction, and how do they can do well?
Yes, sir. I'll be giving them one suggestion, that don't go for what the people says. Go for what your mind says. Like there are many streams. Don't go widely. Just focus upon what you want in your career. Just think what is your main core like what is your main thing that you want to actually do in the do into your life. After 10 years where you wanted to go, and then take a decision, pursue that path, and go for it. Don't like blindly go into the market and first join construction, then planning, then this. You'll be failing. But first deciding out what field you wanted to go in. That's my suggestion to them.
Sure, thank you so much. And again, very well said. You need to clear up and make up your mind instead of focusing on probably the job which pays you well, or probably the job which is sitting in an office in a comfortable space. Instead, you need to focus on something that drives you, really well, probably something that interests you. And it's something, somehow similar to uh, the dialogue, the famous dialogue of the movie Three Idiots, which says, कामयाबी कामयाबी के पीछे मत भागो, काबिलियत के पीछे भागो, कामयाबी अपने आप तुम्हारे साथ आ जाएगी. So that's how you need
बिल्कुल
to,
सही बात
work it out with, and probably go with what your instinct says, and do well in what you do. And probably if you create your passion as your profession, that's the
है.
best thing that you can actually make out of, and that would pay you well. So thank you, Nitin, for being with us this evening, and it was wonderful speaking to you and getting that amount of knowledge. So it was a pleasure to have you on screen with us, and I hope we get to learn more from you in upcoming videos and few other alumni.